Hello,
Hi,
flosstube. Welcome.
Welcome, Pixie Dust Stitchers.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
And this is Wendy. Yeah. We are Thursday again, February. Good night. We were talking about February earlier. May 9th.
May 9th. And we're back at Acorns.
Gosh. Yes. We have a lot of traffic issues out of my house, so it would take her way too long to get there, and we're just going to do it here.
And Acorns is a great place to be.
Yes.
Kind of love it here.
Yeah. And we love the lighting. I can't ever seem to get the lighting right at my house. So
This is nice.
yeah, it looks good out here. Oh, let's jump right in.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll quickly update you on what has happened in my life. I went on vacation. Yay, it was so nice. So it was my husband and another couple that are friends of ours, and we had the best time. And we went to Disney World, which we go at least once a year. And this was one of our top trips that we've done. It was perfect. Everything was running smoothly. Everything was going well. We were having a really good time. So that was such a blessing. So nice. Because it was kind of warm.
Gosh, well, it's Florida. I mean, holy smokes.
It was warm, and the
Humid.
last 2 days were when it got humid, and it was nasty. It was
I don't like that.
drain your energy within 2 hours.
Yeah, it just saps you.
Didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You got some color in your face.
I did get some, yeah, and I had mostly around here, and my face is what, even when I have sunscreen on and an umbrella,
Oh.
I will still burn here.
Sure.
So, yeah, I did get some color, which is nice. The downside is my son had his senior trip, and they actually went to Disney World as well, the exact same days. I might have mentioned this before.
So crazy.
His trip was not so good.
Oh, it wasn't. I mean, I saw the picture you posted.
Yeah.
He just didn't have a good time.
He had no. I asked him at one point, how would you rate this vacation a 1 to 10? And he said a 4. So there were
At
times
Disney
when he
World,
did have
too.
fun, and he's gone several times,
Right.
and that's probably what caused some of the problem is that they kind of were joking before that they left that he would be their tour guide.
Oh, that's not fun.
And well, I thought maybe they would just he would point out, okay, this is where we need to go for here,
Yeah.
and you're with the group. It's no big deal to direct them where they need to go.
Yeah.
But they were acting like a bunch of little kids, and they wanted him to change the fast passes, which when you do that for 10 people is a nightmare. Nobody wanted to agree which ride to go on, so you got people who were saying, no, I don't want to go on that one, no, I don't want to go on that one. And so after the first day in the evening, he sent us a text saying, I so appreciate what it takes to be a father now.
That's cute. That's hilarious.
So, yeah, he had some miserable times, and then, of course, the boys were acting like
Boys?
little boy kids, and they were, bothering him. And the third day, they went to a water park, and this kid never shows any of his skin. He doesn't like to. That's what he's like, so I was shocked he was even going to swim. And he got a second-degree sunburn on his shoulders. The tops of his feet and knees got a little burned, too. And that night, they were, poking at him and messing with him, and it's just,
Why are people such
burned.
jerks?
Boys, why?
That's just dumb.
So yeah, and we had talked with the chaperones. We know them very well. They're married. They're around 70 years old, so they're very active, but they're older. And said, if he wants to come sleep in your room, could he do that? And they were yes. They loved him. But somehow that didn't get conveyed to him because he would have taken that offer up in a heartbeat. And so the last day in the parks, we told him the night before, you will be hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Because the chaperones are going to be hanging out with us as well. And so he he hung out with adults. That's how bad he was feeling having to be around all these other kids.
Yeah.
Not that all of them were bad, but,
Sure.
it just
It just
drains
wasn't
you.
it wasn't the way he wanted to have his experience.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your senior year, you want to have fun when you go there. So, and it kind of all started out with the plane ride out there. If I told you the whole story, you would be shocked about the stuff that happened, and it wasn't their fault. So, won't go into that because it would be a really long story and a really long video if I did.
Oh, that's a story on my own.
That started out the trip bad, and then all the stuff with the other
Sometimes
kids.
just cascades and just.
The nice thing is he matured a lot on that trip. not only with dealing with the kids and having to coordinate things for them, but what he did for those chaperone adults. He did stuff that nobody else would do, which was very helpful for them, and they appreciate it a lot. So it's, as much as I ragged on him about his teeth and trying to do his schoolwork, which I still have to do a little bit, it's kind of surprising how they act when they're not around you, good or bad. And in this case, it was very, very good.
Good.
I was very proud of him.
That's good.
So,
Awesome.
so yeah, it was quite the trip and a lot of things going on. Oh, yeah. So that's our news. Our vacation news.
Nice. I have nothing exciting like that. I didn't go on vacation. I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
I went to First Thursday. Wait, I don't want to interview
Yes,
you.
no, go ahead.
I went to First Thursday last week, and it was a blast. But it's always a blast.
it's
I
always
always
fun.
love it. There were some new people, a lot of the same old gang, and look who's here! Hi, Jenkins.
Hi, flosstube.
Hello.
How are you?
Wouldn't it be nice if they could answer us back?
I know. Well, I think I hear them at some point, but
Yes,
don't
right.
actually see them. But
Where's the voices in your head?
Oh,
oh, the
my
voices
God.
in my head. No one is supposed to hear those.
Or know about them?
Sorry.
Or know
I'm very
about them.
sassy today. I'm
You
so sorry.
are.
I know. I'm feisty and sassy.
I missed the first Thursday. It was,
I know.
I enjoyed my trip, but I was sad I didn't get to go. And I think I put on Instagram, I wish I could be there even just to sit down.
Yes. Yeah.
We walked, I think over the 6 days, over 40 miles.
Ugh. That's
Wow.
a lot of walking.
You walk. Vacation at Disney is
they're
not
big.
relaxing.
No, that's a lot of
Not
walking.
relaxing at all. So, yeah. I was
that's a lot of
kind of wishing I was just sitting here stitching on that day.
Wow. Well,
get that one.
so one of my favorite things about last week, okay, it was so funny. I was flingy and floopy and
I think I
wacky
like
and
that one,
crazy, and some of
because
it I
if you
just,
use
I
this,
have been so happy.
brighter.
And
I like it.
this Stitchy World and Acorns and our Pacific Northwest meetup, it has, these people have just helped brighten my life. And when I
I
come to
think
First
that one.
Thursdays, I'm just so stinking happy.
Yes.
And oftentimes I at least attempt to pull out stitching and either pretend to stitch or put a couple in. I didn't even pretend to stitch. I mean, I did stitching related and I did some shopping and
like they're in
I
here.
sat and visited
Yeah.
with Marion, who was next to me. Our friend
all
Marion,
on
she's wonderful. I love her so much.
Marion the
And
librarian.
Marion the librarian, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
And
this
just had a great time. And
brighter-
what was really fun is that each time I talk about my fobs, and then I get
Which we would substitute
More
for that.
commissions.
people?
And so
Nice.
then I brought in the fobs for the ladies,
last time.
Jolynn and
Yeah.
Lori and Lisa, and then some of the people at the table saw them and they commissioned me. So I got 4 more commissions.
Excellent.
It was awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it was really fun. And one of the things that I got was technically a commission, but it was really fun. It was Marion. I can't tell you what it is. Someday I'm going to show you what we did a trade. And there's this thing that she makes, and I'm so excited about them, but I'm not allowed to show you yet until she's ready. But I love it. It's so cool. And so it was a neat little trade. She's like, I'll make you a fob. I mean, if you make me a fob, I'll give you this. So that was awesome. So it was so much fun. And I just had a great time. I just laughed and was, didn't even pretend to stitch. Just had a great time.
And there are those days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually there was one woman I met, Marcia Carlson, and we'll talk about it in a little bit, but she was so sweet. It was her first time. She's from Washington, but not locally, and she was visiting Olympia and then came down. I think,
these
if
are
I'm
the
correct,
4
she'd never been to
colors
Acorns and Threads
that are
before,
in
and so
the
I
blocks
actually
of
apologized to her a couple
so
times. I'm like, I'm really flingy and like crazy today. Like, I'm really energetic. She's like, it's okay. And so, but it was so fun. I think it was just really neat. She got to be a part of the First Thursday meetup. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really good time.
I do.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
find a green.
Alrighty. I don't really have any purchases, if we want to jump into that, because I've been gone most of the time. So I haven't really had a chance. I will buy the next glitter house. I don't know if they have 1 or 2 waiting for me here. I know at least 1. So I'll have that. Some of the other things that I got, other places I will share with you. Do you want to share that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh
because
my
that's kind of
gosh.
a purchase, so that's
It
why
is.
I thought I would
And
show it.
it's a really funny little story because it got posted. Wendy posted hers on Instagram, and then I got real sassy with her, and I was like,
didn't ask
hello,
me.
you didn't ask me if I wanted one. And then she's like, I can get you one if you want. Okay, this is, like, first of all, it comes in this cute little box.
It's from Japan.
Japan! And I can't even.
They're so beautiful.
And it's so funny because we have matching ones, and that wasn't the plan, but I didn't realize the one in the picture that she had posted was the same one that I picked out of all of them. But it's beautiful. The colors are just gorgeous.
And so it kind of twists up to the top, and then it has a little spot to put stuff in. Yeah.
I love
That's not what they called it. It was meant for something else, but that's what we're going to use it for.
It's perfect. It's exactly what I've been wanting.
So
And it's
pretty.
so tiny and cute. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I am
you're welcome.
I'm so happy. It's so cute. And we have matching ones now.
The other thing that I got that I'd show real quick, because I know a lot of people drink coffee or different drinks while they're floss tubing, and they like to show their cups that they got. So I got a cup, not necessarily for that reason, because I loved it. So it's got the Cheshire Cat on it.
I love him.
It even has his little face inside. But what I love the most is we're all mad here. You're so true. So this will be my wonderful little cup that I'll use.
That's very cute.
He's
I love
adorable.
It. Love it.
Yeah.
Super
so that's
cute.
really all I've purchased in the last 2 weeks.
Nice. So I guess, should I talk about all of them?
She's got lots to talk about.
I do have a lot of haul, but some of it is from here, from last week, and some of it's from like stash unloading.
Yep.
So some are brand new, some are gently used. But anyway, sorry, I've got a little bit. But so this is a brand new one. This is Blackberry Rabbit, and it's called the Honey Makers. It's so pretty. But I love bee stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I love this one. I had seen it somewhere. It's
very
Anna
adorable.
Lee Waite Designs Rabbit Round. It's just so, there's something dainty
adorable.
and very, sorry guys, there's some glare, but it's very sweet. I got a new Heartstring samplery, Never Let You Go. I'm not going to read it to you this time, but it's really pretty. It's got a really sweet, well, okay, I will because it's really sweet. I wish I was a little seed. I'd grow and grow and grow. I'd twine myself around your heart and never let you go. I love that. And then I have kind of this sick I have a new obsession with, I love Stacey Nash in general, but her Animal Cracker series, love. And this one I've been in love with. P-Roy the slug.
Yeah.
I don't know why, who needs a slug, but apparently
They're,
I need a
they're
slug.
all over the place here.
He is so cute. So he's P-Roy the slug, and I love him.
Yes.
And then what came out at the same time as him was Jenny. She's so cute. And I think they're best friends, if I heard correctly. And then I just had to get, this is Jack.
Well, if you're going to get them, might as well get them all.
Yep, I had to get them. Because why not? I have a problem, people. Primrose.
We'll be sending her to therapy soon.
I know. Well, this is my main passion,
Yes.
apparently collecting. And as Linda Jo, she says I'm a chart hoarder. Pattern hoarder. Henrietta, so cute.
Yes.
And then Clementine. And there's a lot more. So if you guys are in, there's some boys. I just liked the girl ones mostly. This is off Stash Unloading. I loved this. I was so happy. Okay, so if you remember our last video, I did the punch needle with the heart.
Yes.
Anyway, that was from Let's Get Punchy. Carla Dorner, who's a local artist in Vancouver, Battleground area, she's an artist and she does lots of different things, and I love her art. I ended up finding someone was selling, she had one of her pieces of art turned into a cross-stitch kit, and I thought that was so cool, and I thought it was so beautiful.
It's very bright and colorful.
And so here's the, I'm not going to do it on the Ada, but I love her artwork anyway, and so I was so excited, and I thought, heck,
Yeah.
I love Carla, I'll buy her thing. And then I love With I Needle and Thread, and this was a really cute stash unload, really cheap. Spooky Hollow. Haven't seen that one. Really cute. Love this one. Not Forgotten Farm. It's called Halloween.
Oh my goodness.
So silly and cute. I love it. Blackbird Designs, Spring Blessings. And I love Annie B's folk art, the frog motto. As ye sow, so shall ye rip.
Yeah, we've been ripping a little bit lately too.
Yeah, I mean, mine was on purpose, but wow, we were saying frogging takes a really long time, even on a small area. It's intensive work to, and not snip your linen or what
Other threads.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is Glendon Place Sleepy Hollow. And I have wanted that one for a long time. And you can't pass up cheap off stash on them. So anyway,
Nice.
that was
That's
my
why I try not to look, because I don't want to buy more. I've got enough patterns, so forth and so on. It's
Well,
fun.
I mean, I like my,
So,
my one that you helped me with the,
we got a few whips.
Yes,
As we mentioned before, we
Easter
don't
one.
stitch a lot.
It turned out so cute.
We stitch some, and I've been gone, so that makes it even less that I've actually been able to accomplish. So I'll get into that. I'm still working on Sleepy Hollow.
love it.
I like that.
I like
I
that
basically only
better
been able
than
to work on
down
it
the
for,
sky.
I do too.
I don't know, for 3 or 4 days since I've been back. So I haven't got a ton of progress,
in that roof.
but I've got the pumpkins done.
Not
I
liking
put
that.
in the moon. Now, the moon's in a different
Not
position.
liking
I
that.
told you that
Yeah,
because I
I'm not
wasn't
liking
going
that.
to
I'm not
stitch
liking
the
these.
church. So he needs to go in a different spot, and I wanted to keep him. And yes, I've started filling in. You can tell the difference on that roof. I had showed it before with every other line because I didn't realize that I was going to need 2 skeins of that thread, and I didn't want it, if the skein was going to look different, I didn't want half of the roof to look one way and then half the other. So I alternated so that it could kind of blend in together. And it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
pretty.
definite difference. I mean, we liked it this way, but now that I've got the full coverage, I like that too.
Yeah, it's beautiful both ways.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
so getting there. And then I had mentioned I was going to start something for the plane ride, and I wanted something simple that I didn't have to have a magnifier for. And I even commented I might have it done by the time I get back because it's not that big of a project. So it was the Miss Witch. Okay, this is pretty much close to full size. It's just a hair bigger than the actual thing. So I did finish it, and I pretty much FFO'd it.
So cute.
Here he is. And you
He's
can tell he's
sparkly.
got the sequins, and then on the hat you got the buckle and these stripes. Those are actually silver beads. So it's kind of hard to tell.
That is
But
so cute.
I put the felt on the back. The only thing I haven't done is either put a hanger or a magnet. I haven't decided how I want to be able to display it. So if it's going to be something to stick to something metal, then I'm just going to put a magnet on it.
Yeah.
So I've got time to figure it out. I'm not going to put them out right now, so I can
cute.
figure that out later. So those are the things that I was working on.
Love it. So my whips, same whips that we've talked about. I finally, I did decide to frog the part on my spotted pig's pin keep, and I don't need to show you all the things. I haven't got any work on it, but I did frog the whole part that I'd worked on of the pins. I just didn't like the colors. I had made some changes, thought I would love them. I don't. So, but I finished something, so I guess I should show you actually that first. This is my favorite. I made some changes, and I posted it on some pages on Facebook, and I made some changes to it. So anyway, I had been working on the Beekeeper by Plum Street Samplers, and I fell in love with this years ago, but my favorite part really about this was the bee skep in the vase. I never was a big fan of the lady. She's great, she's the beekeeper, but that wasn't my draw. And so I decided to just do the part that I loved.
Yeah.
So I have to FFO it, but I am so happy. I think it just turned out perfectly. And that vase is just, it's beautiful. So I am beyond thrilled. I loved it. I loved the stitch, and I'm super happy with the way that I finished it. And then I started a new one. So I'm doing the Snowflower Diaries. It's the year one, but I decided to do May since we're in May. It's the Joyful World. And this is what it looks like. It's so cute. And it's so funny because the colors, it looks kind of gray, but the real colors aren't. Toasted barley, it doesn't look like
Yeah,
that.
it's brown.
Yeah, but I've just got the big cat outlined so far. And he's all done except for filling him in. So
Excellent.
that's where we're started. And so that's my new whip, working on the same old things, and my finish. So
Excellent.
yep.
Is there anything else you want to cover besides me before we do that?
No, well, I don't know. Not really.
It's going pretty quick.
Yeah, it weirdly is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like I said, my whole vacation story, I didn't want to cover everything because it would take too long. So that kind of helped keep our video a little shorter.
Yeah.
I know some people enjoy having shorter videos, so this will be perfect for that.
I mean, that's the thing. There's no
But
formula.
whatever-
There's
yeah,
no,
do whatever
and
works.
I will go and share since we've got time. I won't spend very much, but I have been feeling some pressure. Doing this self-inflicted pressure, but I have been comparing myself to other floss tubers and feeling like, oh, we're not sharing enough. Here's the thing, kind of like what we touched on last week.
Yeah.
Everyone likes different floss tubers for different reasons. But I was having this feeling, I am owning the fact that I'm a process stitcher. I have always loved to stitch for the pure enjoyment of stitching. I love to watch the picture grow and do that. And don't get me wrong, I would love to finish things, and I would love, but that's never been my motivation. I just love stitching, and I've been kind of comparing myself to Priscilla and Chelsea, some of the people that are really fast stitchers. First of all, they're fast partly because they do the sewing method. I don't. I'm a stab and stick. That's how I like it. I prefer that. And so I'm slower, and I don't stitch every single day, all day. That I just don't. But I just realized I don't have to compare myself. I can be happy with my process. I can be happy with not doing very many whips, being rather monogamous. And this is who I am. And if you like us, we appreciate that so much. We just love you guys. I really, the Stitchy community is amazing. People are so generous and so kind. And
What do you think?
it's just stinking fun time.
Excellent. We're going to go ahead and do a giveaway.
Yeah, we're doing giveaway.
We did decide to go ahead and do another one. Who knows if it'll be every single week
So,
that we do a video, but we are going to do one this time.
And this is thanks from Marsha Carlson, who I talked about earlier in the video, who visited us for the first time. She asked if there were any floss tubers when she came, and said she had 2 of the same pattern and wanted to give us one to do a giveaway, and it was so sweet. So
it's very nice. So here we have a welcome. It is kind of big. They recommend 30 count, and it's going to be 9 by 21 is the size of fabric you need. So it's going to be a little bit wider. If you got a higher count fabric, then you probably can make it
So if we like
quite
these,
as wide.
so
and
now
it
what
isn't
we
huge
put
because it's
them
216,
with what they're with.
but by 30. So it's short but wide. So
Very, very beautiful. John
and
thread.
And so we know it's not Christmas time, but we really wanted to give a shout out to Marsha for giving it to us and giving it out to everyone. So comment. I'd like to stitch Christmas. And don't say giveaway. Don't say free. I don't remember what. I don't remember.
Anyway, I'd like to stitch Christmas, and then we know we'll get it on there. Just in case, because I did just get back from vacation, and I had to send out the last winner when I got back, because I didn't get her information until I was on vacation. I did send it, so I just don't know how long it's going to take to get to you, but it is on its way. So hopefully it'll be showing up very soon.
Awesome. Sounds great.
So anyway, I think we have covered everything we planned to.
I think so. It went pretty fast, actually. So
It was nice having Janine pop her head in.
love that.
Say
Gotta love the
hello, and
cameos.
being able to be here and have all the noise around us. You get
And
to hear
actually,
voices.
Darlene's over here too. The
Yeah.
famous Darlene. Oh no!
She's trying to wave.
Come on in,
and get in
Darlene.
our-
Hello.
Yay, Darlene! So anyway, I guess we'll sign off, and thank you for watching us.
Thanks. We love you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.